Hello there, and welcome to episode 1 of Green Herb Gaming. Green Herb Gaming is my brand new gaming series on YouTube. In this episode, the very first episode, we're going to be playing World of Final Fantasy. So thank you for watching this video. Please subscribe to my channel, like this video, share this video, comment on this video, and more importantly, enjoy this video. The very first episode of Green Herb Gaming. We're going to play World of Final Fantasy. Where's the any button? There's not any button on this controller. No, I'm just joking.
World of Final Fantasy.
I am a massive Final Fantasy fan. I played the demo of World of Final Fantasy and I really liked what I saw. Traditional Final Fantasy, traditional combat, just everything about the World of Final Fantasy demo that I played was just traditional Final Fantasy. So I'm really looking forward to playing the full version, which is right here in front of us. We're going to start obviously a new game. Automatic save. Handy. Oh yeah, I also got the Day 1 edition, which allows me to summon the Great Sephiroth. And I also have 3 Mirages. I have a white Chocobo Mirage. I have a glowing Moogle Mirage, and I have a red what is that? Bonnet Berry Mirage. So yeah, pretty handy.
Prologue. Awake at last.
Tick tock, tick tock, tick tock, tick tock, tick tock.
The brother. The sister. So we are on top of this crazy looking building. You know, from what I've played of World of Final Fantasy, the demo, I love the art style of the game. I really do.
Time to wake up.
Time to wake up and the two of them collapse. Oh, the fall. That's not good. That is not good.
Huh? What a nap. Oh, right. I gotta get to work. Oh, am I gonna make it? The boss hates when I'm late.
I know the feeling. I need to get to North Primidia before...
Then again, it's not like business has picked up any.
Okay. As you can see...
Maybe we should start selling sandwiches along with the coffee.
Maybe. Maybe. That would be nice. As you can see, there is a crazy character on top of my head. You might be asking, what is that all about? Well, there's a cool feature, a brand new feature to the Final Fantasy series called, well, stacking. And you stack these things called mirages. You can capture mirages in battles. Like you will battle various enemies, and you will be able to use a feature called Prism, where you will capture the enemies and turn them into mirages, and you can then stack those mirages onto your character's head, and they will be your allies in battle. And over the course of the game, the more you progress, you can upgrade your mirages to make them stronger and give them new abilities in battle. So they'll you basically capture the mirages, they'll be your allies in battle, which is pretty cool. Can't do much right now at the moment. So yeah, we'll head to, am I pronouncing that correctly? North Primidia. I'm pronouncing that wrong, doesn't matter. Let's head there. Whatever the hell the place is called. But yeah, I love the art style. Now, I can't do it right now, but I will be able to shrink my character and make him look like a plushie, which is one of the coolest things about World of Final Fantasy.
The streets sure are quiet today.
He's gonna have himself some coffee before he goes to work. Good thinking.
Hey, I'm here. Huh? How'd she get in if no one's here yet? Good morning. I'm real sorry. I hope you haven't been waiting long.
Huh?
Right. She needs some water.
Oh, no thanks. A pint. I mean, a cup of coffee, please. Oh, and bring the whole jar of sugar. I'm gonna need it.
Right. That's 1 cup of joe. And I'll get you one of the big jars.
Man, she really likes her sugar.
Has nobody made the coffee yet? Come on, get it together, guys. I'm sorry, miss. This might take a while.
Hey, no hurry. Time's not an issue.
Here you go.
Thank you.
Sure.
That's a lot of sugar. She's gonna get diabetes. Yeah, I guess Final Fantasy characters like their sugar by the looks of things.
There you are! Lon!
Keep it down, Rain. How about acting your age, huh?
Hey, don't talk down to me. Listen, last time I checked, little bro, I've been around a few minutes longer than you.
Hey,
Few minutes.
I get it already. Very sorry. So, what's up? I'm all ears.
Well, you don't have to get all sarcastic.
You really are all ears.
What?
Does he not know that there's a
Forget
thing on top of his
it.
hair?
So, Lon, have you seen anybody this morning?
Well, yeah, I mean, I'm looking right at you, aren't I? And there's that customer.
What? Ah! Oh, hello!
You didn't even see her? Dude.
Yeah, but... Ah! Look! Come with me right now!
Easy! Ow, 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 ow.
There's nobody here!
So it's a quiet morning. Maybe they just...
I mean no one!
Huh?
Lon, have you bumped into anyone today besides her?
Now that you mention it, I guess not.
And this isn't setting off any alarms?
Well, should it?
You two really don't remember a thing. Huh? What was that? Who are you? If you're from around town, then I don't know you.
Rain, manners.
You two really don't remember a thing. Would you please just answer my question? You can call me Anna Crow. Anna Crow will work.
And a crow. With a silent S.
Okay, well, we woke up to a ghost town this morning. Maybe you know why? Yes, you're quite alone. But you always have been. Huh? This world, it's always been the two of you. A world without time. One that ended when it began.
What? That's the weirdest thing I've heard.
But don't worry. Just because the world ended doesn't mean that it's going anywhere. You know, I have been checking up on you two. Until now, you were nothing but blank stares. So imagine my surprise when Lon took my order. What a morning. Okay. Now you're kind of scaring me. So, now that you're awake, we've got a story to tell. Which brings us to... Tama, right here!
Who the hog put this thing on my head?
Yeah,
He
I
actually
did try to mention it before.
Didn't realise
You take
that
it from
thing was
here.
on his head.
I'll go on ahead and link up a path. You the gut! Huh? Hey, you can't just leave. Salutations! The name is Tama, and I'm here to help out. Does anyone have any questions?
Wait, I've got tons of questions. Why were you sitting on my head? And how the hell can a fox even talk?
That's seriously the first thing on your mind? Now I see why Anna Crow is just about ready to throw in the towel.
We're not allowed to be confused?
Hey, whoa, take it easy there, Lon.
I thought you were upset too.
Let's start the over. I'll make us some the coffee. Oh, yes, please.
But I already made some coffee before you got here. How can you just roll with this, Rain?
Chill the out. You live the much longer. Yeah, Lon. You shouldn't start out your morning with so much stress. Oh, would you like some sugar? 3 cubes for you, right, Lon?
Huh?
I'm good with just one.
No.
Okay, I'll go and put the coffee on.
But I just said I... You know what? Just give me my dang cup of coffee. Mirage Keepers? Me and Rain?
That's the correct. The marks on your arms are proof. You were born to work the miracles.
Miracles? Our arms can do that?
Dude.
How could you forget? You used to command a whole legion of them. You were masters of them. Powerful living illusions known as mirages. In the fact, even the Pleiad answered to you, and those are the 7 strongest mirages of all. With their power, you could have the ruled over all the world.
Oh. So, we could have ruled the world? Because, what, we controlled these mirages?
Well, that's what I've heard.
From who?
What do you mean? In a crow that told me, of course. But enough the reminiscing. I've got to teach you two to use mirages again.
What? How's that?
First off, I'm going to present you with my very own Prismarian.
So what does it do?
With this Prismarian, the mirage inside becomes yours, and you can make it do the anything and the everything you command. So let's try it right now in glorious combat.
Wait, what? Huh?
That right there is traditional Final Fantasy, the screen breaking when you're just about to start the battle. I love it. This right here is a brand new
Go
feature.
ahead and throw some attacks out there. To take action, you need to spend something called action points, also known as AP. You automatically gain a little bit of AP each the time your turn comes around in battle. The amount of AP you need depends on what you're trying to do, so make sure you use them wisely.
So yeah, as I was saying at the beginning of this episode, what I loved about the demo, the World of Final Fantasy, was the traditional Final Fantasy gameplay elements. And one of those traditions is the turn-based combat, which we'll see in just a second. But even before the battle starts, just the way that the screen cracks, that is traditional Final Fantasy right there, and I love it. That's just active time battle. That's also traditional Final Fantasy as well. That's where turn-based combat really kind of got its origins from. So characters take turns based on agility. The faster a character, the sooner they'll get to act. Kind of like Final Fantasy VII. So again, classic Final Fantasy, traditional Final Fantasy turn-based combat. See that long thin bar? Each face represents a different character. When a character's icon reaches the top of the bar, they can select the action to perform. You can use the right analog stick to switch between characters who are ready to act. Before reading the rest of it, I just want to point out that, I want to say one thing. How in the hell did Lan not realise that there was a mirage on top of his head? That I will never understand. Secondly, mirages, I love the fact that it is a brand new feature, brand new to the Final Fantasy series. So not only will you see traditional Final Fantasy elements in this game, but you will see brand new features as well added into it. So you've got a nice combination of classic and modern gaming elements, which make this game amazing. As I said, I played the demo, so I got a nice taste of what to expect in the full meal that will be a full game of World of Final Fantasy. So assigning buttons to shortcuts, assigning button shortcuts to abilities, the actions you can take in battle are called abilities. Abilities are mapped to the buttons. Just press a button to use that ability. A target is chosen for you automatically, so you can speed through combat. Yeah, I'll actually be using the classic combat menu, which I'll show you in a second. Abilities are assigned to buttons automatically in order to learn them. but you can also customize your shortcuts via the game menu. I'll show you that in a second. Find a setup that works best for you. What I find, not that it works best for me, but what I like, as you can see on the bottom left hand side of the screen, you have this like streamlined interface. You know, you just press triangle to attack, press X to defend, very simple. But the classic, hardcore, lifelong, traditional Final Fantasy in the very first Final Fantasy game I played was Final Fantasy VII on the original PlayStation all those years ago. So I'm going to press L1, which will bring me to the classic Final Fantasy battle interface, where I have my attack menu, ability, sub-menu, escape, defend. So, you know, I can go into these, you know, these sub-menus, which is traditional Final Fantasy, and I like that. Also, just look at what look at what's on the screen right now. That is traditional, classic Final Fantasy turn-based combat, and it is one of many traditional Final Fantasy elements that you will see in this game, and it is one of the reasons I love this game so much. I call this game the most traditional Final Fantasy game since Final Fantasy X, and that is the truth. What's also cool is what's standing beside my character, a Mirage, a brand new element to the Final Fantasy series. So let's just waste no more time, let's get stuck into this thing. I actually won't waste my AP on abilities actually, I'll just do a standard attack. Also, I hope you can pick up as well. One thing that the Final Fantasy series is known for is, you know, it's beautiful looking games. Like all of the Final Fantasy games are just beautifully designed, and this is no exception. The world of Final Fantasy is a beautiful world indeed.
To do it.
Action points. Certain commands like magic and other abilities cost AP action points to use. Characters recover AP when the turns come around or by successfully exploiting enemy weakness. The more powerful the command, the more AP it requires. That is again traditional Final Fantasy. Most Mirages have weaknesses you can exploit for bonus damage and AP. Discovering them will give you a huge advantage, so don't be afraid to try things out. So there you can see the turn-based combat mechanic working there. You can see the upper left-hand side of the screen. You can see that meter. You can see those two icons. That's my character is underneath my Mirage, and the enemy is below. So it is now my turn to attack. You know, when this game got announced a couple of years back at PlayStation's E3 press conference, I just thought that the world of Final Fantasy was going to be some sort of a mini game, some sort of a Final Fantasy mini game where it just had these plushy style Final Fantasy characters and there was nothing more to it really. Yeah, how wrong I was. I didn't think there would be any depth to it, you know. I was so wrong. Because after playing
I knew that you had talent.
the demo, I was very impressed indeed. I said to myself, I am definitely buying the full version. Here we are playing the full version. Battle modes. There are 3 battle modes: active, semi-active, and wave. In active mode, time keeps flowing regardless of whether or not you input commands. Battles move quickly and without interruption. In wave mode, time stops until you input a command to the character whose turn is up. This gives you a chance to carefully consider each action. You can change your battle mode settings via the config menu. If you find active mode too challenging, try sticking with wait mode until you have. That's interesting. That wasn't in the demo, but I am definitely going to be choosing active mode, because that is if I'm not mistaken, that was the way that the battles progressed in Final Fantasy VII. That I like. The classic battle menu, which I just spoke, I already got there. Game, Mr. Tutorial, I already got there. During battle, press L1 to open a more complete list of commands. For some of you, this classic menu style may look very familiar. It does, and I love it. Square Enix, 10 points to you for bringing back the classic Final Fantasy battle menu. There are some commands, for example, items that can only be selected from the full menu. If you've chosen active mode, time continues to flow while the menu is open, so be careful. One last thing, you can pick and choose your targets when using a full menu. This comes in handy when you... I will definitely be using active mode, and I will definitely use the classic menu, that's for sure. I want to use my abilities, yeah. Plus, this guy is more or less dead.
Alright. I think I've seen enough for one to tussle.
As you can see, not only is my character gaining experience, but my Mirage is also. So, over the course of the game, the more my Mirage battles, it will gain more experience, therefore gaining more abilities, and it'll be a stronger ally that will support me in battle. And to my knowledge, that is a new feature to the Final Fantasy series, and I really like it. Especially when you can stack those
Figure it out yet?
on
The
your head.
two of you were unsurpassed. No, the Mirage could stand up to you.
Dude, seriously?
Dude, seriously.
It's hard to believe. I'm sure it is. As far as I can tell, you two have lost everything. All the memories and experience you've ever accumulated. Oh, but wait. Of course that would have happened when you and this world were spliced out. Huh?
So not only did they lose the Mirages they had, they've been stripped of all their memories of the Mirages too? But I guess that explains why all their other memories seem to be largely unaffected.
What? Listen, let me show you something. There, just beyond this light, lies another world called Grimoire. That is where you'll find all the Mirages you've lost.
You mean they're all inside this gate?
You got it. Are you ready to conquer them again?
So, if we do manage to find all the lost Mirages, does that mean we'll be able to remember the things we forgot?
Well, I don't know about that. After all, you lost your memories. It's not the same thing as forgetting them.
Oh.
But even if you don't remember Grimoire, Grimoire still knows a lot about you. You're certain to find traces and records of your past.
Okay, so like...
You're saying whether we remember anything about ourselves or not, we can still find clues about our past and the things we've done?
Correct. And if you keep on gathering Mirages, I think you might even meet your family in due time.
Our family?
Huh? Well, I guess it does make sense that we'd have parents.
Oh yes. So then, you going? You going? Will you journey to Grimoire?
So, in typical Final Fantasy fashion, these two characters are going to jump into this magical mirror into a new world, Grimoire. I got a trophy. Nice. Okay, I'm going to save my progress. The broadcast will temporarily suspend for about 10 seconds, so bear with me. And we are back. The game has been saved.
Chapter 1. Land of the Lilikin.
Land of the Lilikin. We are now in the world of Grimroar. Wellspring Woods.
So, this must be Grimoire. What?
You look like such a little dweeb.
I know! We look ridiculous!
Oh, don't worry. I'm sure that's how everybody in this world must look. Anna Crow just wanted to make sure you had a nice and a handy way of blending in.
Wow, she can do stuff like that?
That is awesomely weird.
Well, this kind of works out. We won't have anybody gawking at our arms.
Way to find the silver lining.
No. That is the that character's look is that's how I first saw World of Final Fantasy when it was unveiled a couple of years back at PlayStation's E3 press conference, and that's what I thought the game was going to be. I just thought it was going to be this like little kind of fun Final Fantasy mini game, you know, where all the characters are these like miniature like plushies. So I didn't think anything of the game at the time. But after playing the demo, you know, and the full game so far, it's obviously a lot more to it than that. But so now I understand it a bit more. So when you're in the world of Grimroar, your character shrinks down into this like plushie form. In Grimroar, the smaller people are called Lilikin, and the taller people are called, I presume that's pronounced giants. The twins can switch freely between these forms. To change rain, press L1 in circle. To change land, press L1 in square. Although you're free to strut around on as either side, you will start combat in your current form, so it's never a bad idea to have stacks set up for both situations. Stacks is what I was talking about earlier on, actually. Tapping into the tip jar. Okay. The tips you see in these panels are I don't really care about tips. I don't need tips.
I guess we should head straight down this path?
It's the only direction we can go. Think you can manage to not get lost? You know,
Yeah,
just this
that's
once?
right.
What? I'm not gonna get lost. Yet?
So as you can see, your characters look completely different to what they looked like at the start of the game. Shrunk down into a Lilikin form. I'm going to have to get used to these words. Grimroar. I'm just going to call it Grimroar. And Lilikin. So yeah. So this is basically like what I'm looking at right now is what I looked at when this game was revealed for the very first time. So let me just point out again just how beautiful this game actually is. The Final Fantasy series is known for creating amazing looking games, and this is no different at all. I can go into the menu now. I can't do a whole lot at the moment. In fact, I can't even go into what I wanted to show you, which was stacking, because eventually in the game you'll be able to stack your mirages. You can get more mirages as the game progresses, and you can stack those mirages onto your character's head. You can even ride some of those mirages as well. There's not much I can do right now, so let's just progress through the woods. yeah. Oh man, this game looks amazing.
Oh, hello. I spy another Mirage.
That is the call to Choco Chick. What are you waiting for? Go on and imprison the it.
Okay.
So we're going to learn about how to imprison Mirages. This reminds me a little bit of Pokemon, to be honest with you. Just the way that sometimes you have to weaken down the Mirage when you're capturing it and using them as allies in battle.
So what now?
First, you're going to need this.
It looks sort of like a prismarium. What is it?
That's the call to Prism. Use it to make the Choco Chick's Prismarium. Every time you find a new The Mirage you haven't seen before, it'll be recorded in Enna Crow's special Mirage manual.
Whoa! Does it even have pictures?
You the betcha. And then whenever you add a new Mirage to the manual, you receive one of its prisms. But only the first time, mind you. Okay, first, try the weakening the Choco Chick. Then they use your prism.
Yeah, it's very like Pokemon. Weaken the Mirage and capture the Mirage and use that Mirage as an ally in battle. How Pokemon is that, huh? In order to prison a Mirage, you'll need to empty... Sorry, what am I reading? You'll need an empty prism compatible with that Mirage. But there's some good news. Enna Crow will provide you with the first compatible prism whenever you encounter a new Mirage. Thank you. Oh, why doesn't Enna Crow just talk over the whole lot of them right now? Come on. Where's the fun in that, very true? Besides, she doesn't do bulk orders. Don't more easily able to befriend almost every Mirage you meet eventually. Be sure to take the time to get to know the friends you have before losing new ones. Once a prism holds a Mirage, it is known as a Prismarium. Mirage's Prismarium allows you to use a Mirage in battle. If you look closely at Prismarium, you can see a miniature world inside. They're like snow globes. But be nice and don't try to shake them. So to recap, you start with an empty prism. I know how to. I played a demo, it's fine. Mirage data and the Libera ability. If you press options during battle, a window will open containing info on the Mirages you are facing. And with the Libera ability, you can see even more detailed information. You can switch between Mirages with L1 and R1, element and status alignment symbols. Each Mirage is strong or weak against certain elements and status elements. Learn to identify the following symbols when looking at Mirage data. So, obviously fire, water, ice, earth, and the light. Yeah. Frame. In addition to status elements, characters sometimes undergo other positive and negative changes in battle. They are usually triggered by abilities and it's fine. That's fine.
Not done yet!
We now have a bit of information on this Choco Chick. If I'm not mistaken, Choco Chicks... I'm not a Final Fantasy expert by any means. I am a Final Fantasy fan, but I'm gonna go out on a limb and say that Choco Chicks are new to the Final Fantasy series. Whether be right or wrong in saying that, leave me know in the comment section below. So yeah, that's enough information that I need in this. Well, actually, you're telling me that he's weak against ice, I think, minus 25. You're telling me, well, I don't really have much abilities anyway to begin with. So yeah, as you can see, Tama Mirage is on top of my head at the moment. Bring up the classic battle menu right there. What abilities? We don't have any abilities at the moment. I can't imprison him yet. We can Choco Chick. Now we can imprison him.
A Prismtunity! Use the Imprism command to claim that Mirage for your own. Go fun! The Selecian
So
Prism
this is
Command.
how.
You might have to try different things before certain mirages will let down their guard and to give you a chance to imprison them. Think the outside of the box.
You can't just walk up to mirages and imprison them to collect mirage. You knock into the prism tunity state first. Mirages won't let their guard down forever, so don't miss prism tunity when it arrives. Yeah, I know all this. It's fine. I think he's gonna attack me first. He's gonna ram me. Okay, so you are all going to witness the very first imprism of a mirage. So let's do it. Now, is that not like Pokemon or what? And we have captured Choco Chick. Choco Chick has been caught.
Look, you did it! Now that the Choco Chick is inside the Prismarium, it's yours to the keep.
Well, that ought to do it.
Oh, right!
And Tama has leveled up. I was talking earlier about that your mirages can also gain experience and level up and gain abilities, and they're basically your allies in battle. And I just caught a brand new prism, Choco Chick. So a little Chocobo that loves to waddle around. These feathery friends love to headbutt things. This is fine because the Chocobo's eggshell never cracks twice. That's good to know. And in traditional RPG and Final Fantasy fashion, you get to name your mirage. What will I name him? Oh, I've gone blank now again. I'm gone blank. I'm just gonna call him Birdie.
Cool! I can see the Choco Chick running around in the Prismarium.
Pretty neat, huh? Next, why don't you have a go at stacking that Choco Chick on your head? Here, watch, I'll just show you.
Oh, now I get it. So when I saw you perched on Lon's head back in Ninewood Hills, that's what you call stacking.
Yep, that's the right. While I'm up to here, I get to take it nice and easy.
Is that stacking or slacking?
When you create a stack, the HP of everyone in the stack gets the added together. Like they say, strengthen the numbers.
Oh, so it's like combining into a super robot.
Better than yet, your magic and other abilities have the potential to change too. It all depends on how your stack is configured.
Huh? Oh, I don't need any action figures when I get to blast out super attacks like a super robot.
Well, just be careful. Stacking doesn't then make you invincible. Some of the enemy attacks have the power to unstack you.
In other words, bye-bye super robot, so to speak.
Yowzers. It does sound like bad news.
It's true that we are individually the weaker when we're unstacked, but look on the brighter side. Since we each get our own turn in battle, we can use the extra moves to have one member attack and another the heal. It can be very helpful. Depending on the situation, you might even decide to unstack yourselves by choice. Think carefully and choose the best setup for the job.
Yeah, so as I was saying, mirages and stacking, which we're going to learn about in just a second, is a brand new feature to the Final Fantasy series, and it works so well within the Final Fantasy series as well, which is really cool. So when you stack with mirages, the stats versus HP of all the stacks members are combined. Your abilities may also transform. Stacking with the right buddy can give you access to new and powerful skills and magic. You've you know, I've done all this in the demo, so I'm pretty trained up on the whole area of mirages and stacking and upgrading them and giving them abilities and whatnot. So, oh god, setting up your stacks, use the stacks. Yeah, I know that as well. I don't know, maybe I should read it just again to save it. Use the stack setup screen in the game menu to choose which mirages will fight alongside you, or is it on top of you. You should set up stacks for both your forms, Lilikin and Giant. This way you're ready for battle no matter what size. A stack can be up to 3 members high. There is one simple rule: smaller goes on top of bigger. Try it out. So you get that. Yeah. Okay. Oh my god. Get wise about mirage sizes. Lan, Ryan and their mirages are assigned sizes: small, medium and large. Okay. In your stacks, large goes on the bottom, medium goes in the middle, and small goes on the top of the row. When Ryan and Lan are L-sized giants, mirages will always stack above them. But when the twins are medium-sized Link and things get a little more crazy, suddenly they can ride. Yeah, I know all this. It's fine. Don't really need to have it explained.
By the way, you two can switch between giant size and Lilikin size. Depending on your size, you can make different stacks. You aren't allowed to put big things on top of the small things when creating a stack. So, to get on top of a mirage, you need to be in Lilikin form. The best way to learn is to try it once you've rounded up a few more mirages. You'll pick it up in no time.
Yeah, I've already picked it up actually in the demo. So I'm pretty up there with stack setup. I only have one new mirage at the moment, which I will put on the head of Rain. So as you can see, what you're looking at right here is a brand new feature to the Final Fantasy series. Putting that mirage on top of your character's head. As you can see on the right hand side of the screen, it will increase my strength. It will put my strength up 14, my magic up 14, and my agility up 9. So let's put Birdie on top of Ryan's head. Rain's head, whatever the hell her name is. Okay. So that's all I have there. That's really... Now... I can put Tama and Birdie on top of the Giants version of Ryan as well. So oh, okay. Birdie is on her head. Looks pretty crazy, like. Tana is on his head. Yeah. Okay. Abilities. No, that's... Okay, we can't upgrade the mirages just yet. We will be able to do that soon enough. Because bear in mind, we're at the very beginning of the game as well. But yeah, I remember playing Final Fantasy on you know, the original PlayStation, like 7, 8 and 9, and just, I remember saying to myself, you know, the graphics look amazing. You know, I was really impressed by how amazing, you know, those games looked on PlayStation. Here we are now on PlayStation 4 with the world of Final Fantasy, and sorry, brain freeze. Yeah, Square Enix have lived up to their reputation, and they have given us an absolutely amazing looking Final Fantasy game in the world of Final Fantasy. Now, what is this crazy looking device?
Huh? A dead end?
But there's nowhere else to go. What are we gonna do?
Never the fear! Look closely. This may appear to be a wall, but it's actually a gimme golem.
Is this a mirage too?
Not in the traditional sense of the word, but you'll see these pests all over Grimoire. And unless you give them what they want, they'll give you a hard time and block the way.
So what is it they want?
It really depends on the gimme golem. So the first thing you'll have to do is examine it.
Okay, then let's examine the gimme golem.
Gimme!
Oh god, you see a luster leaf reflected in its eye.
So where do we find that?
That Choco chick you just imprisoned ought to be able to track down what we need. But first things the first, you're going to have to unlock the right ability on the Choco chick's Mirage board.
Oh yeah, so we've unlocked the Mirage board, which is where you can upgrade your Mirage's abilities. The Mirage board reminds me so much of the Chain Link. I think it's called a Chain Link. You know the little, board that was in Final Fantasy X, where you could learn new abilities for your characters. Reminds me of that. Each Mirage has its own Mirage board, a special chart that's packed with new powers and potential. Ability stat boost. Each space on that board holds a new surprise. You can unlock new spaces using the SP skill points, or no Mirages earn when they level up. Same spaces on the Mirage boards cannot be unlocked until you meet special conditions, but with a little work, they're all within reach. So yeah, now we can, oh my good god, just stop putting information upon information on top of it, for God's sake. Mirages that have learned the Stroll ability will appear alongside Ryan and land in the field, so you can explore Grimoire together. If you are accompanied by multiple Mirages with the Stroll ability, you can cycle between them with left and right in the D-pad. Sometimes strolling Mirages will discover useful items. Okay, so we need to teach my Mirage Choco Chick the ability to stroll, so we can find the luster leaf. So oops, wrong one. Mirage board. So you can see straight away this is very like Final Fantasy X. So we're going to choose Birdie, and we have 3 skill points. It's going to take 1 skill point to learn Stroll. So it'll walk alongside Ryan. Do you know what? Can I just point out one thing? In episode 1 of Green Herb Gaming, because you're going to hear this in future episodes, probably all the way to the very end when I'm an old man in a wheelchair playing PlayStation 50. I am very bad at pronouncing. I'm not very bad at pronouncing words. I'm just very bad at pronouncing specific pronunciations. I can't even pronounce the word pronunciation. It's just Final Fantasy in certain games just have these weird. I'm just gonna call her Rain, and I'm gonna call him Lan, and that's just the way I'm gonna pronounce her and him. So walk alongside Rain and Lan in the field. So we're gonna learn Stroll. We're also gonna learn Ram. as well. Oh, just to jump right ahead before the game tries to interrupt me, I'm going to learn what I learned in the demo. Basically, as you heard earlier, when you're all stacked up, you have the risk of being unstacked. And what you want to be, basically, you're going to be toppled. So what you want to do is, obviously you don't want to be toppled, you want to topple the enemies. So what you can do is you can unlock these abilities, like for instance I unlocked Ram now, and you will see the topple strength, which is medium or Ram. So a lot of the times you're going to have to topple the enemies for various reasons. So you can see that Ram has a medium topple strength. What you're really looking for is like high or very high, and it will definitely top your opponent. Oh yeah, not your opponent, but your enemies. Same thing really, I suppose. Okay, so you've got 4 HP. I don't know if I can go this far yet though, can I? Maybe. Strength, accuracy, cure. Nope. I want accuracy. Okay. So that's okay. Right now, so what we can do right now
Hey,
is...
the Choco Chick's come along for a stroll.
So hopefully the Choco Chick is going to actually find what I'm looking for. Oh, looks like he's sensing something.
Huh? It found something.
Thank you, Choco Chick. Now we found the lost leaf.
Yay! You found it! Now, try examining the Gimme Golem one more at a time. Gimme, gimme!
Gimme, gimme, gimme. Gimme, 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 gimme.
Whoa! It vanished!
That's so cool. I guess the Choco Chick found us just the item we needed.
Yep. With the help of a Mirage or the two, there's nothing that you can't accomplish. And Mirage boards are for much more than unlocking abilities. You can also use them to change your Mirages into new and powerful forms. So be sure to keep on the leveling up and working on your Mirage boards. Pretty soon, you'll be bouncing and trouncing across Brimmore like a pair of the pros.
Yep. As I was saying earlier, you can see how Mirages and the Mirage boards, and you know, like leveling up your Mirages and gaining more abilities, and then the Mirages helping you out in battle, how that brand new feature to the Final Fantasy series actually works, you know, within the core fundamentals of the Final Fantasy series. What am I saying basically in a nutshell? It's just the fact that you can level up your Mirages and get new abilities for them, and it just fits so well within the Final Fantasy series. I like that. So let's proceed. Actually, you know, I'm jumping ahead here now, I think. Yeah, I'm jumping ahead here, but there is... Oh yeah, I'm jumping ahead. But when that Choco Chick becomes a Chocobo, I can actually ride a Chocobo. I think you have to be in Lilikin form, if I'm not mistaken. I just want to point out again, maybe for the 5th or 10th time, that I just how amazing this game looks. Now I have a habit of coming across as a bit of a hypocrite, because I always point out to the people around me, my friends and my family and anyone who can tolerate my gaming rants, that, you know, I always say that graphics aren't everything, and I always say that I don't care about graphics. It's not so much that I don't care about graphics, it's just I feel like graphics aren't the end all of everything, but I do like to look at a beautiful game and say, wow, this looks beautiful, but I wouldn't buy a game solely based off the fact that it looks beautiful. But I do want to point out though that, like, the Final Fantasy series has always been known for, you know, they've always been known for being amazing looking games, and this is no different. But yeah, I do come across as being a hypocrite sometimes. Oh, what do we have here? A classic Final Fantasy treasure chest, but I get the feeling like there's a bit of mystery surrounding it. Or not, got 3 potions. Nice. You know what? Something tells me I am really going to enjoy this game. We're only like an hour into it. We're at the very beginning of the game, really. But yeah, something tells me I'm really going to enjoy this game. It just feels and looks and plays like 100% traditional Final Fantasy. I wouldn't bash Final Fantasy 15 or even the previously released Final Fantasy Explorers either. I wouldn't bash those types of Final Fantasy.
So, Tama, I noticed mirages disappear when we defeat them. Why is that?
Most of the mirages you see in Grimoire don't actually technically belong in this world. And so, when one of you guys gives them the old KO, they can't maintain their presence here anymore. They fizzle that out and go back to their own worlds.
Huh. Wait. Now, that's weird. Wait.
Phoenix Down.
Now, that's weird. Who was it that told me all this before? Ugh. It's like right there on the tip of my tongue.
So these two twins have lost their memories of their, well, yeah, they lost their memories. They're in the land of Grimoire to try to recover their memories and also recover their mirages and try to accept their destinies of Mirage Keepers.
Now what's this?
This is the called a Merc Rift. Inside, you're the likely to find mirages that are, shall we say...
Mirages? Oh man, let's go catch them.
Tough. I think she was going to say tough mirages, as in boss mirages. You know what? Whoa. That is...
this one's not very cute.
The Behemoth. And what's cool about these... Oh, sorry, they're actually called Market. Oh, right, yeah. As I was saying, I want to keep my my episodes within an hour. I think I went over an hour here, to be honest with you, but I want to keep them within an hour, like hour and a half, not more than that. So yeah, I think after we defeat this Behemoth, I think we'll end this episode. But let's get to the battling first. Merc Rifts are home to strange, rare, and usually very dangerous mirages. If you want to explore one, make sure that you're fully prepared before diving in. Most Merc Rifts will be too tough for you to handle. So I'm not pronouncing that right, sorry. Merc Rifts will be too tough for you to handle when you first find them. If you do end up getting one to come back later, also I got to change the accent as well.
On! Why did you... Now what do we do? I tried to tell you. Inside Merc Rifts, you're likely to find mirages that are the strong and dangerous.
You tried to tell us. Try a little harder, please.
I'm sure I can handle it. If you just don't keep interrupting me every 2 seconds with your babbling, I think I should be fine. Again, I would like to point out, by the way, you will see as well throughout my series of Green Harp Gaming that I have a tendency of repeating myself over and over and over again. But nonetheless, I would like to point out just how much I am loving the traditional turn-based combat of the world of Final Fantasy, and how you can switch to this classic menu as well. Abilities, you know what? Even though this guy is not a stat, we're just going to use RAM on the hammer. Classic, what would you call him? Final Fantasy Summon, Final Fantasy Aeon, They haven't got many names, to be honest with you. So, I don't know. We should be using fire on. Well, he's not really a fire. Oh god, he had damage. Not do much damage there. Oh Jesus Christ! Okay, I think this is the part. I think this is one of those Final Fantasy games where you literally have to die. May I escape?
I can't get away.
Yeah, this is one of those moments where you have to die. Traditional Final Fantasy. Well, actually, may I add? I think it was the very first Final Fantasy game where you encounter your first battle and you literally have to die. I think it was the first Final Fantasy anyway. Yeah, I'm not going to do much damage in this guy. I'm guessing you have to die. It's not kind of how I wanted the stream to end, to be honest with you. But nonetheless, you got to see the very beginning of the world of Final Fantasy. You got to hear about garages and stacking. Got to see some traditional turn-based Final Fantasy combat. So I'd be happy enough to end the stream with all that, to be honest with you. Yeah, you did. Thankfully I hope this was meant to happen anyway. Jesus, I really do hope this was meant to happen. Yeah. So I think we're coming back out. From area.
Oh no. Did you two die already?
What? I died? But that's... no way.
Maybe it's true. That mirage in the Murkrift did kinda...
Well, I'm still alive.
Yes. That's because someone intervened, right at the moment of your demise, and made it so the battle never happened.
Wow, you can really do that?
Of course. Although Tama's the one who does it.
That's the right! I have the power to rewind time a little, and then to whisk you to safety. Although, it costs me a life to do it, so I hope you don't mind if I rest for a little the while afterwards.
A life?
You might not believe it, but I've actually got multiple lives. Back there, I had to sacrifice one of those lives to turn back time and to save you. You see, this girl with the ribbon that showed up in my dreams, she's the one who taught me how to do it.
That makes zero sense and kind of freaks me out, but Tama, I'm impressed.
Thanks! Oh, but just so you know, I can only use my powers to protect the two of you specifically. And only if you lose a fight, like what happened to you in the Murkrift. Oh, yeah! And I can always recover my lives if you stay here and let me rest a spell. So, don't forget to give me a breather before I run out of second the chances.
Dude, you got it. Say no more. Rest yourself silly.
Yes, sir.
Thanks, Tama. We really owe you one. Especially Lon, who didn't have the good sense to listen before diving in.
So there is an option in the world of Final Fantasy for casual gamers who, you know, mightn't have the best skills in the world, or people who mightn't be used to either RPG games or Final Fantasy games in general. I will not be using that, but I'm not even reading that. But before even reading that, it's pretty much. I'm guessing it's pretty much an option where if you die, you know, you have the option to retry the battle or leave the battle, but you can only use that a certain amount of times. When the entire party is defeated, Tama will whisk everyone back to the safety of Ninewood Hills. There is no penalty, but you will have to fight your way back to where you were. Interesting. Be careful though, if you are inside the threshold of a powerful mirage, Tama won't be able to save you. I don't know if you're given an option or not, but if it is an option, I certainly won't be using it anymore, because I'm more of a hardcore gamer to use that.
Who's that?
Oh, if you mean our new guest, she claims to have gotten herself lost. Go say hello. She's quite the character.
Okay.
The real question is how she got here from the outside world when it's no easy trick. She must have experience crossing between planes.
Okay, this little icon over here indicates that I can save my progress, and this is where we're going to end this episode of the very first episode of Green Herb Gaming. I really hope you enjoyed this very first episode, and I hope you enjoyed seeing a bit of world of Final Fantasy. I'm loving this game, and I know for a fact I'm going to love this game from start to finish. This has just been the very beginning of the game, and I can just tell, like, even from playing the demo, I can just tell this is like 100% traditional Final Fantasy. And not only is it traditional, like, not only do you have your traditional turn-based combat, you know, beautiful looking graphics, you know, leveling up, abilities, you have brand new features like the prism feature, where you can capture, you know, enemies and turn them into mirages and use them as allies in battles, and then level up those mirages and give them abilities. So you know, a brand new feature that works within the Final Fantasy gameplay. So yeah, I'm loving it. I look forward to playing more of this game over the course of time. So this has just been the very beginning. I want to keep my series. I want to keep Green Herb Gaming episodes within the hour, or maybe this was like a, what would you call this? This is a special pilot episode, so we can afford to go over the hour mark. But normally I would like to keep it within the hour if I can. So this has been the very first episode of Green Herb Gaming. We were playing the very beginning of World of Final Fantasy. Really hope you enjoyed. Again, please subscribe to this channel, you know, and you will be notified when the next episode of Green Herb Gaming is broadcasting live, and you'll be able to check out my previous videos and all of that. Now, please, you know, share this, like this video, share this video, comment on the video, you know. But more importantly, I just hope that you enjoyed this video, and you know, stay tuned for further. I'm gonna try. I'm not gonna say weekly. I'm not gonna say daily. To be honest with you, you just never know when you might get another episode of Green Herb Gaming. You know, you never know. You never know when an episode might pop up. But if you subscribe to my channel, you will be notified. So, you know, what are you waiting for? Subscribe to my channel. Thank you. So, yeah, so I hope you enjoyed. Stay tuned for episode 2 of Green Herb Gaming. Peace out.